Hello, well, I am Rain Warriors, aka Silva Crow, today back here with another amazing reaction. This time, we're reacting to some more Abba and Preach, and the video is titled, Why They're Rejecting Him. Something tells me it's about dating, and, based on the thumbnail, this is gonna be, might be a doozy. Also, you know, at the end of the day, when it comes to rejection, everybody has to take rejection on the chin, and they cry about it, yeah, but they do have to get over it. That's my advice for the day. So, I cannot wait to see their take on, I guess, this video of them reacting to a different people talking about rejection and everything, yada yada. But that's my guess. So, if you like any of this content, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Like, comment, and subscribe to Abba and Preach. I will leave the original link to this video down below, so you can watch it uninterrupted. Also, link to my Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. You can follow me on those social platforms. Also, link to my Cashapp. Feel gracious enough to donate whatever you want to donate. That's fine. You don't, that's fine as well. Same thing with super things, but by donating, liking, commenting, subscribing, and sharing, it lets me know you rock with the reaction content, rock with the channel, and rock with your boy. But further ado, buckle up and let's get started. All right, we here with some Abba and Preach, and you already know the title of the video, so let's go.
So my dating life is a joke. I can't even make this up anymore. Like I can't even make this stuff up. I'm talking to this girl, we're texting for a little bit, it's going well. I say, hey, do you like coffee? She says, yeah, I love coffee. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, cool. We mesh on something. Do you want to get coffee sometime?
I do that all the time too. Like try to find things I get in common with the other person, then like, let's go do that. That's why my first question is like, do you like? And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, cool. Would you like to take a fucking sometime?
Oh, but you play too much, bro.
I mean, why would you? Why are you tripping? Does it work? Not. Does it work?
Does it work? Oh, okay. All right.
90% of the time, it works in the 10% of the time that it works.
So it doesn't. Cool.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah.
So she texts back and she says, this isn't going to work for me. We have different approaches / principles to dating, and I'm not going to waste our time any further. And she blocked me.
What's wrong with a coffee date? Or just going out for coffee just to get to know each other? I don't...
You just said you love coffee. What's wrong with getting coffee?
Oh, well, it's
Like,
really
that is
simple. There's a difference between living coffee and living
Easy
coffee
win.
on a first date.
Here, so I said, coffee screams cheap. Lunch is an interview. Dinner is romance.
But you don't know this person to go all extravagant like that. You don't... Here's the thing. If you're meeting someone online, like for the first time, you don't go extravagant. You go simple, mundane. You can call it cheap all you want to, but hell, getting coffee and walking in the park when it's like not even that cold, but not even hot, that sounds pretty cool to me.
That sounds good on a Hallmark card.
Ask me on a coffee date, I'll give him 1 of 3 responses. For a blunt response, I'll tell him I already own a coffee machine. For a straight response, I'll tell him I only like to get coffee by myself or with my friends. And for a cheeky response, wouldn't you want our first date to be memorable?
You want a woman to
If you date... I want them to continue.
fantasize hooking up with you, and she's not going to be doing that on a coffee date. Coffee dates and walks are way too platonic. A date should be where you're having fun, you're connecting, and you're close in proximity.
Sorry, man. You're right. You're right.
What?
Do you like a date has to be close in proximity? It cannot be platonic. I'm sorry. You're right. Yo, you like f***ing? Yeah. Okay. You're right.
Okay.
It's gonna be memorable. Whether it's good or bad, it's gonna be memorable. Boom. You're f***ing right. Shit. I don't know shit about this shit. You understand what I'm saying?
All right,
Teach me.
Let her cook.
Here's the thing. There's nothing wrong with a coffee date. It's also not, and technically, also nothing wrong going an actual dinner date for the first time. It's kind of what me and my fiance did when we first started getting together and everything. Our first date was literally the House of Pies, which we enjoyed it. You know, it's one of those things like taking it way too. People are taking it way too personal. You keep it personal, that's fine. But if you start going imagination delulu personal, that's when I have an issue.
Coffee dates and walks are way too platonic. A date should be where you're having fun, you're connecting, and you're close in proximity, so that fantasy and allure and intrigue is there.
Oh, this is why you should never accept a coffee date for a first date. Perhaps it sounds convenient to you because you don't need to spend the whole evening with
She's filming this from IKEA. What's going on? She's in the cubicle.
the stranger you may not like. But a guy who just invites you for coffee shows such low effort. It almost shows as if he's not interested in getting to know you. As if he's...
Because he has to get to know you. Anyone has to get to know each other. You can't simply just get to know each other over text. You have to get to know each other face to face in person. And yeah, you can go on a romantic date for your first date. That's fine. But if it's something casual, what's wrong with a coffee date?
says, let that girl prove herself first before I'm willing to take her out for dinner. But let me tell you what this says about you. If you...
Y'all both have to prove each other before y'all actually go on to an actual date. It's not just one side, it's also the other two. You both have to prove each other, this person can hold up a conversation. This person has my best interest at heart. I think this person may be right for me. I want to see how far will this go. Nothing's wrong with that.
You accept a coffee date that actually shows that you accept the bare minimum, and that shows how you see yourself. Because if you don't see yourself as being worthy of something more than just a coffee, how can he be convinced? The purpose of dating is to meet new people and maybe to meet a potential boyfriend while having fun. But a coffee date doesn't sound like fun. It sounds more like a job. Okay, I'll go.
I mean, it's not fun if you just don't know how to have interesting conversations.
Bingo.
Okay. Here's what it comes down to. Coffee dates are fine for people who enjoy the idea of going on a coffee date.
Yeah.
For some people, it's perfectly acceptable. Sitting down with somebody, there's a lot of pros to it, not too intense. At the end of the day, if it's not going well, especially when you're meeting someone that you don't know well at all, then you can just leave without too much strings attached. Also, it's not a dinner, so he's not paying for a lot, so you don't have to worry about him feeling entitled after the fact. There's a lot of reasons to like coffee dates. And there's a lot of reasons to like dinner, too. I mean, yeah, so the guy's probably going to be paying for your meal. I would like that, too, if I was a lady, okay?
Yeah.
Free food? Shit. Sign me up, bitch. But I think there's also a lot of reasons why women don't feel very comfortable when they're meeting someone that they don't feel comfortable with.
Yeah.
On a dinner date. It can feel a bit more intense. You can't just walk away from a dinner the same way you could probably just leave a coffee date a lot earlier.
Yeah.
Right? So there's pros and cons to both. I just don't know why people have to always make this aspersion that people who accept coffee dates have low self-esteem or accept the bare minimum or don't value themselves. You can value yourself and take a walk with somebody.
Yeah.
Some of you guys actually need to go and take walks with the people you're on dates with. Not because it's cheap.
It's something that I always suggested with my fiance. Like, hey, let's go on a picnic. Like when it's cooler, not when it's hot, because it's hot as hell. But when we actually have some nice cooler weather, let's go on a walk. Let's have a picnic. Something simple but very very mundane, but very reasonable, very romantic. It could be all those things into one package.
But you actually need to spend way more time actually talking to the person that you're going to be romantically interested in and getting to know them properly. Yep. Too many of you guys want to go straight to the really romantic stuff and then go to fucking right afterwards. It's okay to do simple shit together too. You know what? With simple shit, you can find out if you guys are actually compatible. Because you guys got to sit there with nothing but each other, and that's it. And if you guys can't carry a conversation and find some common ground, you're probably not meant to be together. Yep. Is one way or the other right? No. And I think it's okay to not like one over the other. I just don't like it when people choose one and they be like, hey, you fucking basic bitches who would accept that. Why you gotta be insulting? Why do you gotta look down as if your way's better? Honestly, when you act that arrogantly about it, it makes me think that you're probably little hoochie mama who's in for some free meals. Yeah, that's what it sounds like. Wait, now, I'm doing exactly what you're doing, so it don't sound great. But you get what I'm trying to say. So, that's my thoughts on this whole discussion every time it comes up. But yeah, live and let live.
I don't think that there's a problem. People just want
Sorry, you said I don't think, and I'm like, I don't see anything wrong with a little bump and grind right away.
Oh, Abba. All right.
I don't see
Nothing wrong.
Oh, and coffee. I don't see nothing wrong with that. But I also see. No, come on now.
Keep going.
I understand the sentiment.
Keep going, gotcha.
I'm the one that
Yeah, go for it.
So, I understand people that don't want to go on coffee date, and I'm for it. I'm for the fact that you don't want to go on coffee dates. I'm for the fact that you don't want to. You want to have someone spend a little bit more money on the first date and stuff like that to wow you. Keep that energy. That's fine.
Yeah.
That's perfectly fine. If that.
And here's the thing: there's nothing, like you said, there's nothing wrong with that. But at the same time, you also have to see there's nothing wrong with something simple. You choosing not simple and simple. Like some days, all of us have chose simple before. Not simple date, but simple solutions. Simple things that could easily get out of the way, and before we do the hard situation first. We all have done that. There's nothing wrong about that. But sticking to always over the top first date and everything, that gets tiring.
Thank you. On the other hand, the person that wants to go on coffee dates, that's just a red flag for you, and then you just move on because you don't want that person.
Yeah.
It's like someone that don't want to date me. I'm not gonna try to force myself to. No, but why don't you want to date me? You don't? Cool.
No.
I like who like me. Keep it moving.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Them not wanting that is fine. It just shows you right there and then that you're not compatible on the talking. Just talk. Just by talking, you know you're not compatible. Keep it moving then. Just like the same way that you would go on a coffee date and you would talk and you'd be like, I don't think we're going to be compatible. Let's move on, or, it's not going to work. It's the same thing, but with a few less steps, right? You knew right away that it was not for you. So don't be mad. Just keep it going. And I know it could be frustrating because there's a lot of people like that and there's a culture like that, but keep it going. It's not. I don't think it's for you. I don't think they're for you. I don't think you want that necessarily. Don't change their mind.
I'll say this. You guys can expect that a man comes in and he's going to pay for an $80 coffee date. I hope that you guys bring something more than a $2 personality. Okay?
Damn.
Some of y'all be expecting a lot and ain't got much to offer. Y'all need to chill out. Also, what's wrong with taking things in progressive steps? Maybe you start off at a coffee date and then move forward from there to bigger things. The same way, what's wrong with you just meet and just spend some time together and then eventually move on to more physical contact? A lot of things are progressive in relationships. I don't see what's wrong with going from a coffee date to something more after that. If he takes you on successive coffee dates, you have a complaint. If it's just the first one, who gives a shit? Y'all making a thing out of something that's not a thing. Guess we're lying. Don't worry to them. I'm not going to copy
No, I ain't mad at it.
I'm just saying, okay?
I ain't mad at it.
So that's all right?
Yeah.
Also, we got a Discord, a Reddit, where we, in there talking, taking all these topics. A lot of these topics actually came from our subreddit. So if you want to suggest stuff to us, go, be part of the community, have those discussions. But yeah, just do what works for you guys, okay? But be open.
Yep.
All right, a lot of people are convinced that they have the answer, and what we're saying is there's a lot of different answers out there. It doesn't need to be a one-size-fits-all, and you don't have to disparage other people because the way that they like to move forward in dating is a bit different. Just chill out.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he's right. Just chill out. Nothing wrong with a coffee date. Nothing wrong with the romantic date. But the thing is, complains that that's a red flag. That's maybe like I preach that it's a red flag for you, and maybe a red flag for some. They ain't a red flag for all. But what do y'all think? Y'all think being on a coffee date is a bad first date, or you prefer the super duper romantic route for your first date? Let me know in the comments down below. But that's the end of the video. So y'all like any of this content, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Like, comment, and subscribe to Abba and Preach. I will leave the original link to this video down below so you can watch it uninterrupted. And until next time, please take care of yourself. Stay hydrated, stay safe, stay warm. Peace out.
Little questions is everything they know about you. No way.